the one you support both. Donate today. We at Project DieHard are honored to be on the prayer list of Third Day Warriors, where they pray for and share our mission. Please visit thirddaywarriors.com for more information. That's thirddaywarriors.com. Join us in growing God's kingdom and giving veterans hope. Please pray and share, then God can do the rest. Project DieHard is proud to have the blessing of being partnered with Maxwell's Soaps. They believe that having access to soap and water is a basic human right. This veteran-owned company supplies our facilities with their products. So for every bar of soap you order, Maxwell's Soaps will give a bar to the mission. So visit maxwells.com, that's maxwellssoap.com, and use code PDH22, that's PDH22. Remember, teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah, thank you for that commercial. I think Brian is not joining us this evening because of other engagement he has. And what from the video and the commercials we listened to, how Brian is doing is engaging other people to join us, engaging organizations of faith. As you know, this nonprofit Project DieHard is faith-based, and we use the scripture to encourage one another in the work we do. And we also invite one another to reflect with us, to thank the good Lord with us for all he's doing in our individual lives, and also what he's using us to do in the world. And as I said, Brian has engaged in this wonderful project of inviting other people to join hands to lift our veterans, help them in any way possible. So anyone who is interested in joining Project DieHard and does not know how to go about it, please, you can visit the Project DieHard website. You can also contact Brian directly. You can also call me or call Emily. Each one of us is able to get your information and get you connected with Brian and his team. Brian has been engaged in collaborating with other organizations and encouraging people to really join us. And I know there are also people who have questions about what he is doing, how that is working out. Brian stands a better chance to answer those questions. But one thing we can assure you is that when you join in helping the veterans have a better life, that your effort will not go unrewarded, because we believe that the God who has called Brian to do this work understands what it means. It's important to him. And therefore, those who are actually giving time, energy, or any kind of way in getting involved in this wonderful work will be rewarded in an abundant manner. So we ask each one of us, if you listen to this podcast and you're wondering what this is about, please reach out, find more questions, find more answers, ask your questions. You can put it down on the chart. You can equally call us. However you want to do it, we're here to answer your questions. We're also here work together with you to make sure that this wonderful work, this wonderful project, accomplish goal in a timely manner. So, Emily, I'm not sure if you have more questions. If you don't have Brian today, if you have more questions or you have more advert commercials, can you put that across, please, so our audience can listen to it?
Yep, I have a couple more here. Let me bring it up here in a minute. Maybe. But yeah, the Project DieHard is headquartered out of Paducah, Kentucky. And I believe it was started in 2018. And I have a 1,000 square foot building in which they're looking to renovate to be able to have 12 veterans and their families stay for up to a year to get help that they need in the transition. But here I have another commercial I am going to play.
We at Project DieHard are grateful for the awesome people at CFI Equipment located in Calvert City, Kentucky. They help our mission with equipment to do the big work on our facilities. To see their inventory and find a great deal, visit cfiequipmentinc.com. That's cfiequipmentinc.com. They are currently helping us to put a tractor on forward operating base rush. So stop by and meet these amazing people. Help them who help us bring hope to veterans. We at Project DieHard are blessed to be working with the Veterans Ranch. They are bringing free equine therapy services to our facilities for our veterans and their families. No one organization can do it all. It takes teamwork to make the dream work. Visit theveteransranch.org. That's theveteransranch.org for more information. By supporting the one, you support both. Donate today. We at Project DieHard are grateful for the support of No Orders 1770. Are you looking for the perfect swag? Well, then you're in the right place. This veteran-owned company supplies our mission with its products. So by supporting them, you support the mission and a veteran-owned company. Visit noquarter1776.com today. That is noquarter1776.com and use code PDH22 to help us both bring hope to veterans.
Do we have Kat joining us today?
He said something about coming on. It might be just for something he was doing, so hopefully he'll be here in the next few minutes here. But so yeah, Project DieHard is a 501c3 nonprofit. And so if there's anyone who is interested, then maybe it's hard to reiterate what Zita was saying. If you're interested in donating or helping with anything related to Project DieHard, to please reach out to us. As well as if anyone that includes even being on the show that we're on right now. We're waiting for people to come on as guests and tell about who they are, what they do, and how you're helping with bringing hope to veterans and helping Project DieHard. So yeah, so yeah, we've known Brian for a little while now. I think it'll be coming up on maybe a couple of years, the next several months. And so what they're doing to help veterans is awesome. Right, Zeno?
Yeah, yes. They are really doing the best work I can think of. Anyone who has, understood what it means to be a veteran would be Brian, who has himself experienced gotten to a point where he knew, he felt it. He's like at a point where you're like faced with life or death, and he chose life. He decided to choose life. He decided to give hope to himself. And that did not happen just by himself. God connected him to people, his people, who really helped him walk through it. And at the end of that, he realized that there are other people as well who could not even make it, who unfortunately took their own life. But Brian knew that there's always an option, and that with God, all things are possible. And that's why he has started this and inviting everybody to really help, to give hope to our veterans. And it doesn't really matter what anybody can offer, as long as you're willing to offer something. No amount is too small. No amount of time is too small either. What really counts is the spirit in which one is doing what they're doing for Project DieHard. And we know that a lot of us who are already donating our time, volunteering in so many ways, can, say yes. Whatever we're doing is really paying off. And I am so thrilled to be part of this wonderful team. And I'm inviting each one of us to please consider becoming a member or supporting this organization in any way possible, in any way that you can, and help us share it, your different platforms. Help us share, because you never know who is going to be there, who has the ability to support in a way that none of us is able to do. So please share it with your friends, share it with family, and share it with your organization.
And so, actually, another thing I wanted to bring up quickly here is that in July, the last weekend in July, I believe it is July 28th, 29th, and 30th. It is going to be the third annual Hopestock event at the Forward Operating Base Rush in McKanda, Illinois. The Forward Operating Base Rush is named after someone who took their life in the last handful of years. But the Hopestock event is going to be held there, right on there on the property. And so stay tuned for more details as they come out, but I'm sure there'll be food, entertainment, among other things, like they had last year. So if anyone is looking to help out with that or be a part of it somehow, to let us know that as well. And so let's probably start Friday evening and go through Sunday morning with quite a few different events. So anyway, we're gonna be live streaming and among other things. And let me see what else to talk about Project DieHard. So Project DieHard is a faith-based organization, nonprofit. Actually, going back to the podcast today, we are here every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Central, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, and look who's here. Hi, Kurt.
Hello, Emily. Hi, Zita.
Hi, Kat.
We're just sort of talking a little bit about Project DieHard, telling everybody to help support the podcast or support Project DieHard, and about Hopestock and this podcast and a couple of commercials. But do you have anything you want to say about Project DieHard or anything connected with it?
I'm just getting caught up here. Apparently, you're a radio show cutter. That's it.
I know. I was just trying to think of stuff to say to keep going here, since we don't have we don't have our boss here today.
So, Project DieHard, spreading hope to veterans and dealing with this growing issue of suicide ideation, the Forward Operating Base Rush, capital campaign. Many hands make light work, and teamwork makes the dream work. So just really needing to grow the community of people that are supporters and volunteers and fans of Project DieHard. The more the community grows, the more everyone can be an influencer to help push this forward to reach the monetary goal. This is an old thing of son. We were meeting with a businessman over the weekend, so he took a meeting on Sunday. So he was kind of commenting that he never takes a business call on Sundays, but here he was with Emily and me, and we were talking. He learned about Project DieHard and capital campaigns, so he jumped right on the mission. Speaking of Monday Mission, to reach out to his colleagues, clients, and give them a little bit of introduction that there's a great building project taking place in McCann, Illinois, and see if anybody would want to financially support it, and to get talking with Brian to see what the opportunities are there for being a part of this project and making the corporate presence in this. So that's the kind of thing that we need. We need people who have these inside connections, and there's the whole field of corporate social responsibility. So that's what we want to look at, because to me, I do want to call all corporations out there to play a role in improving our position with our veteran community. The reports are that veterans hide their veteran status from companies and corporations, because it happen administratively and with agency work and with subsidy, and there's financial benefit for a short term hiring a veteran, and then things change for the veteran after that economic incentive is over, and for no good reason. So it's grown a culture of not putting down when you're presenting yourself. We like to be able to share who we are. So I think it's a real shame that veterans have to feel that way, that it's better to hide the fact that they've served our country. So I think it's a great thing that companies and corporations can do to, get with Brian Gibson, our president, and talk this over and really see where our country's at, to say, what can we do? This is just a small thing I think we can do to get this building up and running and make this extended stay opportunity for veterans and their families and have these resources. And so I find it very rewarding being a part of this mission and doing all this, and grateful to what you're doing, Zita, and everything from Zita's Healthy Beginnings to really tie into that family commitment, and, to look at, newborn babies of veterans, and, just all these things in life that you never realize the support. I was working on another community project that isn't directly with the veteran thing at the moment, but it's in this realm of mental health. We were talking about mental fitness earlier with a gal by the name of Melanie Wakirka. She goes by You Are Happy, so she's got a You Are Happy show, and she was getting us on the topic of mental fitness. So, there's all sorts of things out there to help somebody have a fighting chance at their state of mind and also their brain health. The actual anatomical body feature that is the brain inside the noggin there, and so having a haven where people can be out in these rural areas and do the equine therapy, like with JR and so forth. I think it's such a neat, worthwhile project. It's interesting that I've known about this for quite some time now, and the amount of time it takes, to get the monetary resources, like you, Zita, doing a maternity hospital in Pittsburgh and in Nigeria and so forth. These capital campaigns are really a beast, and so it's really a serious thing that with the forward operating base Rush, McCann, Illinois, that we really rally around this. And Brian had been putting out, I think it's on Saturdays, Emily, is it like the second Saturday, or there's a call for help right there in Illinois? Are you on top of that, Emily, or are we gonna have to revisit that next week?
I know he's had different days about for volunteers and that kind of thing. I don't remember this bit if it was a specific day of the month or anything right now at the moment, but
Okay. Yeah, together everyone accomplishes more. Everyone make the dream work. Blue Dragon. I'm trying to think if I'm looking through the Facebook page, facebookpage.com/Project DieHard 22. Just seeing from the last few days here what we got. So from a day ago, I'm seeing some stuff. So they must have had that on Saturday. Please share no veterans behind. Let's see here. I'm pretty sure it was like the second Saturday. So praise report. We got a breakfast scene here. What do we got going here? This was 6 days ago, too many days ago for this stuff. I wish we had here because I thought it was a pretty neat call for help for anybody. Kind of like, who do you know in Illinois? Who do you know would be willing to make a trip one way or another to McCann, Illinois, to go and help them? Yeah, I'm not seeing it handy on Facebook, but look out for that. Look out for the information coming from Brian. Emily, if folks want information on opportunities and to get with Brian, how do they get with Brian, and how do they help right in McCann, Illinois? How do they reach out for that?
they can email contact@projectdiehard.org, contact@projectdiehard.org, or going to the website projectdiehard.org, and letting them, everybody know if they want to, what they'd like to help with or anything like that, whether it's donating something or volunteering with any of like the renovations or whatever else they need volunteers for, or anything connected with it. And we're always looking for people to help. So if you are one of those people who are interested, to let us know.
Yeah, Project DieHard is in their need, and I believe that everybody can really do something to add to the progress of the organization. So, like Emily has shared the contact info, so we encourage anyone who wants to. Right there, thank you, Kat. Anyone who is interested or has more questions about what this organization is all about, please reach out. The information is there on the chart, and we can assure you that your questions will be answered. All we're doing in summary is to support our veterans. We're paying it forward. And when you think of what the veterans have done for us in this country, we cannot but just to show gratitude. And there are different ways in gratitude. So when you reach out to us through that whole channel, definitely we'll show you how you can be of support to our veterans. And the project that is going on in Illinois right now, as Brian has said a few times, is a kind of a pilot project. And this has to be replicated, please God, as we move along, because we know that the need is great. All over the United States, there's that need. but one has to start somewhere. And right now is that it's in Illinois that he's starting the pilot project. And when we get enough hands to move this along, it would be replicated in other places. And so we're hoping that our friends out there will be able to reach out to us to find out how this wonderful organization accomplish their goals.
Yeah, so I did find where I saw this post. It's right on the website, going to events. So I'm going to highlight it here. Right through forward operating base rush work call, second Saturday monthly, 0900 to 1700. That's 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Time. They're in McCandless, Illinois with that location. People bring their work gloves and mugs. Together we can get forward operating base rush up and running faster. Doors open at 7:30 for coffee and donuts. 8:30 a.m. task briefing and prayer. Teamwork makes the dream work. John 13:35. Tell us the world will know we are Christ's disciples if we love one another. We give the world a glimpse of the love of God when we work together effectively. So there it is, all at Project DieHard. Your donation is our ammunition to fight the war on veteran suicide. So I thought that was a pretty good insight to how things work at Forward Operating Base Rush and Project DieHard, and the mantra we work under, and how we're building that teamwork, and where we need everybody's help out there. So again, who do you know in Illinois or willing to travel to Illinois to help? Getting people to mark their calendars for the second Saturday of any month that they can join in and get this work done. Did we talk about any updates with Hope Stock?
I mentioned Hope Stock as well as beginning of July, and stay tuned for our updates. There's going to be entertainment and different things going on. So
yeah, there will things take a prayerful tone for much of the event, and so a little bit of ministry work through the event, and then it's meant to be a family-friendly event, and the live music and the food fair and stuff like that. So yeah, great event, and so anybody who's out there able to help, such as Hope, please let us know any ideas. Let's get you talking to Brian and others with the event planning. Let's help this Hope Stock exceed our expectations. That would be cool. All right, so Emily and Zita, where are we next? What are we doing for the rest of the show?
well, I had
Yeah, go ahead, Emily.
I had one other commercial I could play.
Okay.
And then so I'll play that, and then we can
get up.
Yeah.
Here we go. The magic of StreamYard. Here it comes.
We at Project DieHard are grateful for the support of the crawl space. We at Project.
All right, here we go. Emily working hard to bring up J.R. Smith's voice.
DieHard are grateful for the support of the Crawl Space Ace, your local encapsulation experts. This veteran-owned company supports our facilities with their services, and by supporting them, you support the mission and a veteran-owned company. Visit crawlspaceace.com. That's crawlspaceace.com. We at DieHard are blessed with port of the Gold Rush Cafe located in Paducah, Kentucky. For outstanding food, stop by and meet these great people who help us bring hope to veterans. For more information, visit goldrushcafekentucky.com. That's goldrushcafekentucky.com. We at Project DieHard are honored to be on the prayer list of Eagle Fire Enrichment, where they pray for and share our mission. Visit eaglefireenrichment.com for more information. That's eaglefireenrichment.com. Join us in growing God's kingdom and giving veterans hope. Please pray and share. Then God can do the rest. Project DieHard is grateful for the prayer we receive. We know they work. We do not seek funding from our spiritual patrons. Your donation grows the kingdom and God's army. Become a patron today to bring hope to veterans. Visit projectdiehard.org and see how you can help.
Thank you for the commercials. Yeah, I think that's the message right there.
There you go. So here we are. We're a team working for teamwork, making the dream work. So
Yeah.
So as Brian says, when you say you got it, you got it. And so Emily and Zita, thanks for getting it.
You're welcome. Yes, we're all in it together. It's all of us together, bringing this good news to our audience and encouraging them to join us.
We have Victor on here making a comment that he tries to go every month, and we'll be there on May 6th.
May 6th? Oh, wait, what's May 6th?
May 6th is a Saturday, so I'm guessing one of the volunteer things that you were talking about, possibly.
The forward operating base work call would be Saturday, May 13th. It's the second Saturday of every month.
Oh, VFW District 15. So I guess there's something there.
Okay.
I was wondering when you said May 6th. May 6th sounds significant to me. That's my graduation date.
I thought it made it dramatic. Like there's nothing going on.
Yeah, Victor's coming to your graduation.
Yeah. All right.
So, Victor says congratulations.
Thank you.
But
why don't we do a little mention? Emily, you want to cover what goes on Tuesday nights with what I might call our sister show, World of Women?
Yes, our sort of so sister show is called The World of Women, put on by wonderful Zita here, kind of talking all about women and children and her healthy beginnings, nonprofit organization, and looking to build a hospital in Pittsburgh and over in Nigeria, and has the community hope farm. And so Zita's doing a lot of good stuff, just like Brian and Project DieHard. Right, Kurt? So if anybody's interested in coming on that show as well, so let us know.
Yeah, so a little recognition for Zita being serious enough about helping others to do 2 shows a week with that mission to help others. So thank you, Zita.
You're welcome.
All right, Emily, what else do we have to do to make this a full, complete, and official show for Project DieHard?
Well, I think encourage everybody to tune in again next week, or let us know if you actually want to come on, show us to participate. And I guess their show is a part of the World of Ability Podcast Network. Thanks to Marcus Hart of Transforming Media, Jay Stein of the Disability Channel, Zach Clayton of the PAC Channel, and Lawrence Wingate of Wingate Studios for allowing us to have this on their platform. And so we're here every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Central, 7:30 Eastern. So I guess on behalf of Brian, Kurt, myself, the rest of the World Ability Podcast Network, wish you a safe and productive week, and to stay happy. And
Thank you.
Recording stopped.
Okay.
So